What's up, folks? Welcome to video 10 in Project 3030, 30 videos in 30 days. You guys ready for some rapid fire Q&A? Hey, big thanks to everyone who submitted a question. There were quite a few who submitted questions. There were quite a few that came in, and I separated them into different categories. We have some personal questions, some adventure questions, some YouTube questions, and some randoms. First, we'll start with the personal ones. So, what's that scar on your neck? Well, yeah, I do have a scar right here. That's when I had a cyst when I was 2 years old. Why do you live so far from the coast when you love the clear, beautiful water so much? Well, basically, it's so that I can stay close and stay in touch with family and friends. I don't want to take my kids and my wife away from their family. And also, I enjoy being by my family and my friends. I was born and raised here in Dothan, Alabama, so there you go. That wasn't so rapid, was it? We got to get more rapid than that. Are you still doing the fireman thing too? Yes, I am. What led you into going the fire rescue direction in life? Well, it's a job that I could do, and it has a unique schedule where I still had time off where I could still pursue YouTube, and it was pretty cool. Has working fire and EMS changed your outlook as far as adventures and getting out there is concerned? Not really, but I am more aware of the risks, and I realize how important it is to take care of our personal health and fitness to improve our quality of life throughout life, right? What else did you do before YouTube and firefighting? Well, I did construction. I swung a hammer for 15 to 16 years, and I was pretty good at it. Who are some of the other YouTubers you like to watch? Well, I watch some different subjects. So like when it comes to health and fitness, I watch some people like Thomas DeLauer, Dr. Eric Berg, and then various other fitness folks, and more recently into like some calisthenics type stuff. Then when it comes to like adventure content, I watch Marty Zoffinger. Sorry, I kind of forget him. And also Casey Neistat, and I'm trying a few others recently, like this girl named Eva Zubek. She does some pretty cool stuff. Then in the YouTube and kind of business vein, I watch Gary Vee, a channel called Channel Makers, and other YouTube experts. And then I watch some different entrepreneurial folks. Then there's some more random channels that I watch, like Born Again Boating and whatever stuff about minimalism, minimal travel, and packing and organization. Then all the watercraft and boat stuff, I'm always, checking that stuff out. But I'm not really watching people who are doing the same thing that I'm doing. Let's see here. How and when did you learn to play the guitar? Well, I probably started when I was like 13, and I finally got decent after high school, and then I got a little bit more decent in 2012, and then since then I've gotten maybe a little more decent. Let's see. When's the next time you're going back to PCB, Panama City Beach? I don't know. Some stuff doesn't get planned that far in advance. I would personally like to hear about how you chose firefighting as a career and what you think of it overall, and any advice that you would give to someone looking into getting into it. Well, I already kind of told you, why I chose the career, pretty much. And then what do I think about it, and what would I give someone advice? I definitely think it is pretty cool, but it's not all about firefighting. Most of what you do is going to be EMS, at least around where I'm at, and I think in most places around the country. And before you get into it, you need to be sure that you are okay. Well, hold on. How can I phrase this carefully? And if you're looking at getting into it, I would say you need to be aware that most of your calls are going to be EMS, not the cool fire stuff, and that a lot of those EMS calls are baloney, and there's a lot of abuse of the system. And so if you can cope with that over long periods of time, you should be all right, because it really is a pretty good career. All right, now for some questions about adventures. What's your craziest adventure? Well, probably fasting for 61 hours while backpacking for 3 days in the snow, or sort of snow, and then my lost hiker video. That was probably it. What's my favorite meal I've had on my boat? When I cooked that trout that I caught. I caught the trout, threw it right on the skillet, and had breakfast. That's it. Why did you quit going on the river adventures? Did I quit going on river adventures? No, I didn't, and I still have more planned. Do you ever take your family on trips? Yes, I do. Like Goat Island, the Sea Dory family trip, and then father-son overlanding trip on Cheehaw. Do you plan on any family adventures? Yes, I do. How about a mother-son trip? Yes. Why doesn't your family join you on adventures? Well, here's some examples. What about like backpacking in snow and not eating for 61 hours? No food island camping, sleeping on board a small skiff, sleeping on an inflatable paddleboard, going through rain, Lightning storms, cold, heat, dangerous water conditions, relentless bugs, risky routes, stealth priorities, sometimes demanding physical requirements, and other inherent dangers. What's the scariest thing that you have had happen or have seen while on your adventures? Probably lightning storms, because they're totally out of your control. How do you choose a river system based on the vessel you will be using? Well, I don't. I choose the I don't. I choose the vessel based on the water and the place that I want to explore. So I think, where do I want to go and what vessel is best to take me there? When are you going to do a week out on the water with the Sea Dory? Well, it's on the list. And then things like the Florida Keys, the Bahamas, and the Dry Tortugas are also on the list. But I do plan on spending an extended period on the boat. As someone who works for the fire department, how do you know campfires won't get out of hand without a barrier or a fire pit? Have any tips on setting up campfires? Well, by building fires since I was a kid without barriers. And I might have tried barriers once in a video just to see what it's about, but my tips are keep it small, control your exposures, and pay attention to the wind. Are you going to do more kayaking and SUP videos, or have you moved on to just motorized watercraft? Yes, more kayaking and SUP videos will be coming, for sure. But I have been doing more motorized trips lately because I can explore farther, and I can explore places that I wouldn't be able to explore by paddle. Will you wait until after your kids graduate high school before doing the Great Loop? Or would you consider making it a family adventure? Yes, I would wait, and yes, I would consider it as a family adventure. Unless I had the opportunity to make a speed run out of it first. But it's just really hard to do that as a family adventure. Hey, if you're enjoying the video and might be interested in another, leave some questions in the comments and you may get another one of these. I think this is fun. All right, so now to the YouTube type questions. How do you maintain a true experience without getting too crazy with product endorsements? Well, I'm there for the experience. Products just help it happen, and they can sometimes pay the bills. Although most of my endorsements, there's no money exchange. Now, my focus is the experience and translating the experience through the lens to you. Future skiff rally, question mark. Yes, you can expect 3 in 2022. Are you planning on doing any collaborations with other content creators? Yes, I'm hoping to do some, and I have some in mind for 2022. Are you slowly moving away from ISUP and kayak adventures? No, I'm slowly diversifying my content and broadening my adventures and life experiences. When was the first trip dip? Well, it was June 2019 in the Ichetucknee River along the Santa Fe River, which is right up the river from Rockadock 2022. See you there. All right, now on to some random stuff. Will garlic supplements warn most bugs from me? I guess keep most bugs off of me. I don't know. I haven't tried it, but I have heard rumor of it. What is your best motivator for staying consistent with your fitness? Well, probably my desire for adventure and being able to participate in them for as long as possible. And my desire to keep up with my kids and eventually my grandkids. I know fully, just how important it is for my quality of life later in life. Like I said, I learned that from EMS because I saw a lot of people who were not healthy. How do you balance time for your adventures with having a family and spending time with them? Well, I'm home more than you guys think, but I'm also making some life changes soon to free up some more space and more time for the family. But we do quite a bit together. It's just not always on camera, or not on camera very much at all. How do you have time for work, YouTube, health, and family? Blows my mind. How do you do it all? Well, it blows my mind too. But hey, I have the same amount of time as everyone else, 24 hours in a day. I just try to use my time efficiently and not waste it on things that don't move the needle or better my life or better my family's life. Now, there's a lot of things that other people do that I just don't choose to spend my time on, right? Like watching sports is one of those things. All right, that's it for this round. Now it's time for you to go watch one of my adventures you haven't seen yet. Enjoy, get out there, God bless, and I'll see you tomorrow.